Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel, The Twins Academy. Today we will discuss the remaining MCQs of paper 5054 variant 11 episode number 3. So let's solve the next 10 MCQs. In question number 21, a ray of light is incident on a plastic block in air at an angle of incidence I. So angle of incidence is given. It is equals to I. The refractive index of plastic is N. It's the generalized symbol of refractive index. The ray of light refracts along the plastic air boundary when it reaches at X. Okay. Which equation is correct? Okay. Now, since we know that for the refractive index, the standard equation is N is equals to sine I over sine R. Here for refractive index, N is equals to N, I is equals to I, and for R, this will be the angle of refraction, and the value of R is equals to 41 degree. Now substitute these values over here, we get N is equals to sine I over sine 41 degree. Okay. Now from here we can get sine I, since all values are given is equals to sine I. So from here we can write sine I is equal to N sine 41. So which option is correct? Sine I is equal to N41. So option C is the correct answer. Now can anyone tell this 49 degree represents which angle? Just write the name of this angle in comments. What is meant by 49 degree when light is coming out at an angle of 90 degree? MCQ number 2. This MCQ is related with dispersion of light. And what was the dispersion? Splitting of white light into 7 different colors. So white light is there, and screen and 7 different colors will be definitely there. That is spectrum. What happens at point X? At this point. And what is the color of the light that strikes the screen at point Z? Okay, we know that the sequence or arrangement of the color Roy, G, Bev. So topmost is Z. So Z represents red color. So we will go through these two options, option C and option D. Now what is happening at point X? Since light is changing its path, so refraction occurs, as well as we can see that now white light has been splitted into 7 different colors. Only upper and lower colors are being shown, so that lines are not going to be overlapped. So it means that now splitting of 7 colors is called as dispersion. So which option is correct? Option C is the correct answer. Okay, ji. Next MCQ, which row names a region of electromagnetic spectrum with a wavelength longer than that of visible light and a region of frequency that is greater than the visible light? We know that the sequence will be G, X, U, V, I, Mr. So GX, UV, I, Mr. GX, UVI, Mr. GX, UVI, Mr. Okay, and these spectrums parts are arranged in a way that gamma is shortest wavelength while microwave has longest wavelength. We know that if wavelength is given, then frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional. Therefore, gamma rays has longest frequency while radio wave has shortest frequency. Now just look at the question. Wavelength longer than that of visible light. Okay. Now visible light has longer wavelength, and those parts consist of infrared, microwave, and radio waves, because this has, let's suppose, this wavelength, then other parts are having these type of values for the wavelength. Okay, so now infrared, microwave, and radio waves. Infrared, microwave, and radio waves. So this option has been obsoleted. Okay, and the region of frequency that is greater than visible light. Okay, and we know that as soon we will move from ultraviolet to visible light, frequency decreases. So it's mean that what will be the correct answer now? So these two options are now obsoleted. So option A is the correct answer. So you have to learn the sequence of the parts of the spectrum: GX, UVI, instant. Okay, 24. Sound travels at different speeds in different states of matter. Which list gives the three states of matter range order of the speed sound from slowest to fastest? We know that sound travel fastest in solid, then slower in liquid, and slowest in gases. So it's meant in gases, slowest to fastest. So gases, then liquids, and then solids. So which option is correct? Option A, gas, liquid, and solid. Okay, number 25. Bar magnet. So this topic is related with magnetism. Bar magnet and various non-magnetic and demagnetized materials. Okay, non-magnetic and demagnetized metal bars are placed in different arrangement. In which arrangement do the bar repel? We know that repulsion always occurs when like poles are there and both are magnetic materials. One should be magnet and other should be magnetic material. So, okay, now we have to check that which, in which option bars repel. Nothing, they will attract each other due to induced magnetism. Copper is a non-magnetic material. Nothing will happen. North, south, north, south. So they will attract each other. And yes, north, north. So like poles repel each other. So which option is now correct? Option D is the correct answer. Let's move towards the next question. This is an interesting question. Okay, a student uses a wooden clamp and stand to hold freely suspended bar magnet. Okay, so it was freely suspended. Now it is suspended at its natural position. The diagram shows that in an experiment one bar magnet, okay, and bar magnet was there. Okay, Ji. In number two, the students hold an iron bar next to the suspended magnetic material. Number three, in experiment number three, the student holds a steel bar, magnetic material. So now there are two bar magnets, one iron bar and steel bar. So now what is asking, in which experiment does the suspended magnets move? Obviously, they will attract each other. It will move due to induced magnetism. Magnetism will induce north, south. They will attract each other. It will move. Steel bar, due to induced magnetism, magnetism will induce. They will attract each other. So 1, 2, and 3. So which option is correct? Option A is the correct answer. Let's move towards the next question. Yes. So this topic is related to, this question is related to static electricity. In an electrostatic experiment, the plastic rod is rubbed with cloth. Okay, both are insulators. The cloth becomes negatively charged. So now cloth retains a negatively charged. Which diagram shows the charge on the rod and describe the movement of the charge? Okay. In these type of questions, we will only consider the movement of electrons only electrons move. Never ever select the option in which protons or nucleus moves. So protons. So these two options are opted out. Now, charge on cloth is negative. So it means cloth has acquired the negative charge and rod has lost the negative charge. So when electrons are jumped from rod to cloth, rod will retain the negative charge, and due to the movement of electron from rod to cloth, it will acquire positive charge. So option A is the correct answer. So in these type of questions, never ever write protons or nucleus moves. Always either electron is removed or electron is deposited. Number 28. So this is related with charges again. Object X is stationary, okay, and is positive charge. So let me place the charge over here. It experiences the force due to the field produced by object Y. Okay, the arrow shows the direction of the field produced by Y. Now we don't know whether Y is positive or negative, but they have given the directions of electric field. And we know that from positive charge, electric field lines always moves outward. So it's mean that Y is also a positively charged body. Now what is asking? What is being asked? Which statement about the direction of the force on X is correct? Okay. Now these are like charges. This was Y. This was X. It was positive as well. So like charges repel each other. Okay, this was stationary. Now it will move towards which direction? Towards the right side. So it is towards the right side because it is an electric field. Yes, straightway answer is there. Okay, it is towards the left side. No, magnetic field is not there. Magnetic field is related with magnet. So option A is the correct answer. Okay, question number 29. The diagram shows the battery of three 1.5 volt cells. Okay, what is the advantage of this arrangement of cells? All cells are of 1.5 volts. Now this battery is made by combining the cells in parallel combination, and we know that in parallel combinations there are particularly two advantages. Battery is long lasting. Number two, if any cell will not work, still battery works. So the EMF of battery is 4.5. No, it is happening in series combinations of cells when battery is made by combining cells. Series combination of cells. It will be 4.5. The battery can supply an EMF between 0 volt to 4.5. It is not a potential divider. So option B is wrong. Option D is wrong. The battery supplies more energy to each coulomb of the charge than a single 1.5 volt cell. No, since these are connected in parallel, so energy level will remain same. So which option is correct? Option A. And what is that? The battery can supply a current for a longer time than a single 1.5 volt cell. Number 30. Now this topic is related, or this question is related with potential divider. A potential divider consists of LDR, light dependent resistor, and a fixed resistor connected to a 6 volt battery. The output is 3 volts, okay, 3.0 volts. What is the resistance of LDR? Okay, now we know that in series combination, voltage divides. What was the total voltage? This was equals to V. This was equals to V1. This was equals to V2. Now we know that V is equals to V1 plus V2. Okay. 6 is equal to V1 plus 3. So V1 is equals to 6 minus 3. So V1 is equals to 3 volts. So it's mean now 3 volts are being dropped over here as well. Now both have same voltages. 3 volts and 3 volts, and in series combination current remains the same, due to which voltage and resistor are directly proportional to each other. So for 3 volts the resistance was 10,000. Therefore for the same voltage the resistance of LDR will be also is equals to 10,000. Another method to solve this one, since these two are having equal voltage, we know the newly introduced formula V1 over V2 is equals to R1 over R2. Let's suppose this is R1. So 3 over 3 is equals to 10,000 over R2. This will be cancelled. 1 is equals to 10,000 over R2, and R2 is equals to 10,000 ohm. So which option is correct? Option C is the correct answer. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum.